should have seen by the look in your eyes, baby, there was something missing. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Storytime Slots Walk Talk, episode number 5. Done 5 of these already, huh? How you guys doing today? Beautiful day out here in Southern California. Hard to, think this is middle of end of November. It feels like summertime. It's like 80 degrees out here. Look, not a cloud in the sky. We are in beautiful San Marino, California, okay? It's a small part of Los Angeles County, very affluent neighborhood here. Houses are in the millions. I'm going to show you these an amazing place to visit. Population is about 13,000, 70% Asian, okay, here. And it's just a clean, like out of a fairy tale, this neighborhood. So we're going to do a walk and talk right here, right now, Storytime Slots. But what are we talking about today, okay? What are we talking about today? We're talking about life, gambling, what you should do instead of gambling. Some people think that, hey, gambling is just a waste of money. Is it? Is it a waste of money? Why is it a waste of money? That's what we're going to talk about. And I'm going to give you my honest opinion. For people that do it for recreational purpose, why I kind of think a little different depending on how you gamble and how you treat gambling. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about different little topics here and there when it comes to life, gambling, and storytime slots. Like I said, San Marino is beautiful. Look at these beautiful trees right here. I think these are, I forgot the name of these trees. Gecko trees. These trees right here have beautiful colors. Okay, man, I would love one of these trees in my backyard, my front yard, or whatever. They're very seasonal. Okay, they come out in these colors a very short period of time during the year, and if you miss it, you miss it. But beautiful colors. San Marino is a place famous for the Huntington Library, okay? Founded by Mr. Huntington himself, the big time railroad tycoon, Henry Huntington, I think, his first name. We're right in front of the Huntington Library. Beautiful botanical gardens, beautiful place to visit. And you can get in, visit the grounds. It's a huge landmark here, guys. Huge landmark. We're going to walk all around it today. And we're going to have some fun here in San Marino. Man, I wish, like I said, guys, this is a very affluent neighborhood here. And we're talking about mansions, real mansions, okay? And that is Huntington Library right there, right in front of us. Just waiting for this guy to drive. Okay. That's Huntington Library. And you should visit this place if you're in Southern California. Very beautiful place. A lot of movies have filmed here. They have that famous bridge it's right in here. They have that famous bridge that a lot of movies are filmed at. And Anger Management is one of them. I think it's Anger Management, right? With Adam Sandler and Jack Nicholson. With the scene with those guys, and they're getting all pissed off at each other. Anyway, so I got an interesting comment the other day. Actually, it was today. Got a very interesting comment. We're going to cross the road right now. It's like saying, invest your money. Why even gamble it? Buy stocks. Buy this. S&P 500. Forgot the exact words the viewer used. But then I replied saying, hey, man, some people, like I said, they go out, they have fun, they are very responsible with their money, but they still like to go to the casino and spend some time. They enjoy their lives. They enjoy their lives, guys. And that to them is enjoying life. All right? Here's the thing. Depending on how you view these things, you can invest your money and great on you, generational wealth for your kids, for your grandkids, investments, being rich. But let me tell you something, guys. If you're not enjoying life, yourself, personally, you, not anybody else in your life, if you're not enjoying life and all you're doing is saving money, saving, what's the point? We're all going to go in this life. We're only here temporary, all right? Whether you believe in the afterlife or whatnot, you cannot take anything you own or have with you, okay? No, doesn't matter how rich you are. We're all going to end up at the same place, at the end of this life. Again, whether you believe in the afterlife, we're not talking about that. We're talking about this life. The material things that we all own. The investments that we all have. The properties we all have. Like this property right here. Isn't this beautiful? Look at this. So, we're not going to take these things, these material things with us. True or not true? Tell me. And it's so important. Look at these colors. Look at the colors. The contrast from the blue sky, the yellowness of this tree. I think these are gecko trees. The green grass. Just look at how that looks. San Marino, baby. San Marino. Where it's located? Well, a little bit south of Pasadena, California, a little bit north of Alhambra, South Pasadena, right in the middle there. Very, like I said, very rich, affluent neighborhood. Population of about 13,000 people. Very high-end schools here. Okay, but they cannot take all this stuff with them when they move on. Sure, it's going to be left with their kids. We had a joke. We have a running joke with my friends. I used to know a guy that saved every penny. He would not go out. Okay? I didn't know him personally. I read about him. He saved every little dime. He would not even go out. He wouldn't even spend any. If he had holes in his socks, he wouldn't go buy a pair of new socks because he thought it was wasting money. He thought, I'd rather save the money, wear the old socks with holes, wear the old stained underwear, not go buy something basic like undergarments because he wanted to save money. Same thing goes to, he would never take a trip. He would never go on a vacation. He would be stuck at his house. Sure, he had a lot of money saved up over the years, a lot of money throughout the years of being frugal, saved up a lot of money. And what happened? I'll tell you in a minute. Look at this house. Look at this house in San Marino. Beautiful, man. The acreage here, the houses, the mansions, the square footage of this house, the gates. This is beautiful. Just a beautiful home. I remember when this thing was built. It's just a beautiful house. The royal gates. The gates of hell. So, he'd not take vacations. He wouldn't take trips. He wouldn't take anything just to save money. He'd not eat out ever. He would eat old food. Hot dogs that were yellow. Wilted lettuce. Like, I'm telling you, the most cheap, frugal guy you'll ever meet in your life was this guy. Over the years of his lifetime, his career, he got old. He passed away. Had kids, had a son. And guess what? The son inherited his fortune. After years and decades, a lifetime of being cheap, not enjoying his money that he could have enjoyed. All right? He could have enjoyed his money. But he thought saving it is I'm all for saving money. But there's a balance, right, to this. You got to still enjoy your life, man. Don't be cheap to enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. You. Not anybody else. Not anyone else, guys. So, after years and years, a lifetime of saving, what happens? His son inherits the fortune. Guess who eats that money right now? Guess who's eating that money right now? His wife. Me and my friend have a joke, a rich guy saves his money, his lifetime of savings, and we have a running joke. Look at this house right here behind me. We have a running joke. Our joke is, all that money that someone saves gets inherited. Guess who's going to benefit? Guess who's going to take those trips that he didn't or she didn't? The wife of the sibling. The wife of the kid. Oh yeah, the wife or daughter. The wife or husband. No, depending on which, depending on who's inheriting the money. It could be a female, it could be a male. But the spouse of that person that inherits those saved money, that vacation money that person didn't take, the parent, guess who's taking those vacations now? Guess who's enjoying their life with the hard work, sweat of that individual that died and left all the money to the kid? The spouse. Yeah, the spouse of the kid. Sorry about all the noise, guys. There's a lot of things going on here in San Marino. We have a water delivery here. These guys can't be bothered to go to the supermarket because it's above them. They got to get water delivered. Just a joke. But look at this. Look at these multi-million-dollar estates here in San Marino, California. Beautiful. Needs a little bit of landscape work, this thing. But it's something out of a movie. All right? It's something out of a beautiful movie. Look at that. Just majestic, guys. So what happens? Guess who's taking those vacations that person was too cheap to take? All in the name of saving money. The spouse of the kid. It's a joke. It's a running joke that we have. We always say, hey, he's too cheap. He's saving all his money. Then when that person dies, leaves it to the kid's going to blow it all up. This has happened. Big fortunes left over to the kids. And usually, not everybody, but the kids are not. Got a spider web crawling over here. The kids have different characteristics as the dad, right? What do I mean by that? Well, it's a new generation, They get married. Usually, sometimes they find spouses that are attracted to that future money. They necessarily don't love the person they're marrying. And I'm not saying everybody's like this, but this exists where, hey, you're marrying into money. You're going to be rich by marrying this guy or gal. Yeah. By the way, you like my hat? Where's this? What logo is this, guys? Free gift from Yamava. How does it look on me? Yeah, they marry into money, hoping to get that money after the person dies off. And this happens all the time with estates. This happens all the time with, people dying, leaving money to their kids. Who benefits? The spouses. They eat the money. They take vacations that person didn't take. All I'm trying to say is, man, if you're one of those guys, I feel like a good balance is needed in these kind of things. A good balance is always needed, guys. You've got to enjoy. Yeah, save your money, invest your money. Also enjoy your money. I'm not saying go and be like a, very, very poor management with your money. Of course, that's not good too. But balancing, investment with enjoyment. Take that vacation, man. Don't be cheap. Go out to eat once in a while. Don't be cheap, man. What are you saving all that money for? For who? Who are you saving all that money for? So when people talk about investments and don't gamble and this and that, man, if somebody's into the gambling and if somebody's enjoying their golden years, they worked all their lives, okay, tip their hat at work, put their head down, work their whole lives to save that coin that they have, I see nothing wrong with indulging sometimes, man. If it's casinos, if it's gambling, fuck, screw it. Let it be. I put out that video yesterday, recreational versus addiction. I think there is a difference. Look at this thing. Look at this beautiful property. Something out of a movie, guys. It's nice, huh? I think there is a difference. Sure, when that viewer left me a comment, don't gamble, invest. Yeah, invest some of it, sure. But is that fun? That's gambling too, isn't it? Stocks, isn't that gambling too? A little higher form of gambling, the millionaire gambling game. I have my set opinions on gambling. I'll tell you that. I feel a certain way. I mean, not gambling. I feel a certain way about the stocks and manipulation of the stocks and insider trading, which is a big bunch of bullshit, for me. Bottom line is the rich keep getting richer. Wow. How is somebody worth that much money after a couple of years? How? By cheating. Look at this house. Look at this property. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't this just beautiful? Yeah. You ever heard the saying, the reason why people get ahead in life is by cheating? Cheating the system, cheating whatever they do, doing something crooked in life to have a very successful business. I mean, read the stories on Facebook. Zuckerberg and all those guys, even Elon Musk. I heard that he cheated the real, and I don't know if this is true, but he really didn't create Tesla. He cheated some guy out of it. And they were interviewing that guy, the person that really created the company. Same thing with Apple. You hear all those things, you hear all the Wozniaks and all the stories that you hear. Steve Jobs, great genius, but he wasn't the genius behind all that. Wozniak was. Still, Wozniak is a very rich person. He probably lives in a house like this. Look at this. Look at this, guys. I mean, it's pretty hot to be walking right now, but Walk and Talks is where it's at for Storytime Slots. It's so peaceful out here, guys. What would you do if you own houses like this? San Marino. Look at the lawn. Look at the house, the trees in front of it. Maple trees. Beautiful trees. Right? So, do you know anybody like that in your life that it's so frugal and cheap? And you know what? There's a balance there, just like gambling. There should be a balance there. I'm not saying go be careless with your cash, just because you want to enjoy life. Hey, use that as an excuse to blow your paycheck. Right, that's wrong too. But there has to be somewhat of a balance of enjoyment for yourself. Because if you don't enjoy the money you made, somebody else will eventually, trust me. If it's not the government enjoying your money, it's family members down the line, spouses of family members. You take for granted. I heard countless stories of inheritances being squandered off. Someone's life's work being inherited by a careless family member. A gambler too. There's gambling stories like that too, where it took the inheritance, the person's lifelong journey, and just squandered it away at the casinos. Addicted gamblers squandered the house, squandered the savings, squandered the inheritance. And how would that make you feel? And this is such a true occurrence. It's a true occurrence. This happens all the time, where it ends up at the casino's bank accounts. That's all it does. But let's lower the scale a little bit. Okay, let's talk about the person that thinks you should invest all the time. The person that thinks gambling is a waste of money, that tries to convince you. I really think that person saying all that, and isn't this a picturesque? Oh, look at this house right away. But isn't this a picturesque picture? If I zoom in here, look at that, the colors of this tree, and then this house. But isn't that a true statement, what I'm saying? I really think that person that's saying don't ever gamble, it's a waste of money, I really think that person experienced nightmares and they were really addicted to gambling and really lost a lot of money. I really think that they had a problem gambling and they're so disgusted that gambling, even for entertainment, is off the table for them. And that can be true, guys. If you are a recovering gambaholica, that could be true. You don't want to see gambling. You don't want to even hear people talking about gambling in an enjoyable light. That disgusts you to no avail. That disgusts you to hear people actually enjoying, even if they lose small amounts of money, they actually enjoy it. And they don't want to see that. They want to spread that misery and that addiction consequences to others. And I see where they're coming from. Abstinence from the game. They have to stay absent because they're addicted. There's no other way for them. Somebody that's sick, somebody that has a disease called gambling, they're a gambaholic. They can't be around the casino. They can't be around gambling. There's no such thing as entertainment for them when it comes to gambling. But that doesn't mean that it's true for everybody. Okay, everybody's different. Some people they're not sick. Some people are not sick. Some people, it's not a disease for them. It's enjoyment. That's not true. Everybody doesn't fit the same formula here. And for you to spread that message, sure, investments are cool, and investing your money, that it's all good, investing your money. I'm all for investing your money, but you also have to enjoy. You also have to enjoy what you make, man. It's so important because life goes by so freaking fast. In a blink of an eye, this thing could be over, man. You could be driving or riding a motorcycle or whatever, and this thing could just be over. And God forbid something like that happens, this thing could be over. Just like that gentleman, Godspeed, Godspeed for him. And that's why you never know what life has in store for you. One day you could wake up and hit the Mega Millions, and all of a sudden you're worth as much as LeBron James without bouncing a basketball ever. You never know. Look at this thing. It's beautiful, isn't it? You just never know, guys, in life what happens, what life has in store for you. So if I have the ability right now and I see an angle where I can take that trip to Italy, I could take that trip to France, because I've always wanted to go to France or Italy. I've always wanted to taste the food there in Florence. I'm gonna do it, man. I'm gonna do it. Like in the past, I was a no traveling kind of guy. My wife convinced me. She actually pushed me to renew my passport. My passport was expired for years. She actually convinced me to do it. I didn't want to go on this trip. I just came back. Last July we took a Europe trip. And I opened my eyes to traveling, guys. I opened my eyes to other worlds where it's just not about the United States. Sure, I love this country, and I think the United States, for me, I'm so used to this country that I think for me it's the best place for me because I'm so used to the lifestyle here. But doesn't mean that I don't respect and enjoy other countries and their customs and their foods. There's so much to do in life. You know, there's so much to do. So I went on this Euro trip. We went to Paris. We went to Florence. We had a really good time for 2 weeks. And I was just like blown away by what I saw, what I experienced, the food, the steak, the people, the history, everything. I was just blown away. There's so much to do in life. This guy's an electric car in the driveway, S-Class, but it's a beautiful home. It's a beautiful home. The steps. So tranquil and peaceful. Just look at this road right here. And this reminds us all that, and I say this a lot on Walk and Talks, get out, enjoy. Enjoy these roads. Enjoy this peaceful, tranquil earth that we live in. You know, earth is a beautiful thing. And it's a special thing, and we can't be cooped up in our houses all the time. You know, this thing doesn't cost you anything to come out and walk. This thing doesn't cost you anything at all. And I love it. You know, I love being outdoors. And same thing goes to casinos. If you're cooped up in a casino all day, blowing your money and gambling irresponsibly, you know how much you could do with all that money. Same thing. I mean, look, in the beginning of this Walk and Talk, I started out by saying, hey, if you want to go gamble responsibly, if you want to do things for fun, go for it. You know, don't let anything stop you. It's a little hot, guys. Sorry for the coughing. But at the same token, sorry guys, I'll mute that part. But see, gambling has two sides to the coin. The first side, which is responsible enjoyment, fun, you know, doing it in a fun way, in a recreational way. And some of you might disagree with me, okay? Probably people that have lost a lot of money gambling disagree with me, and that's fine. But the other side of the coin is abusing that and letting it be a detriment to your life, letting it control your life, losing fortunes. You know, yeah. And now I'm going to talk to you guys that let gambling be that devil. You know, yeah. These people that are addicted, guys. There's so much you can do with that money you're blowing at casinos. Now I'm talking to you guys, okay? There's so much you can do with that money. You can take trips, you can take vacations, you can go out to dinner, you can eat the most expensive steaks. How many of you guys thought that to yourself? Yeah, I could have been I'm always too cheap to eat that steak at the steakhouse because it's $300. But you're making $300 blackjack bets. Let's go this way. Right? You're making $300 blackjack bets. How does that even make sense? So, yeah. You might come back and tell me, hey, that's just, you know, eating that $300 steak. I'm not going to have a chance of turning that $300 steak into a $600 steak. So, with gambling, I can do that. I can turn in that $300 to $600. Sure, you can. And also, you can lose it all. And you can lose the money you had for that $300 steak, not having tasted the steak. Okay? You're going home to your spam can. You're going home to your spam can. Now look at that. Look at this beautiful curated lawn. It makes sense. You had the money for the $300. You had the money for the $300 bottle of Cristal that you've never tried, but then you're going home to your 40 because that's all you have the money for after you gambled. Man, this is severely uphill, and I feel it. God, I really want to get in shape. I'm doing it. I am doing it. Slowly, but surely. We all have dreams, guys. We all have dreams of hitting it with gambling. We see all these slot influencers. The money they win. What can we do with all that money? We ask ourselves. You watch NG, you watch Vegas Matt taking down thousands per hand pay. You're thinking to yourself, damn, if only I can have that hand pay and pay off my credit cards. If only that can be an option for me. That uphill was crazy hard, as you can tell, but I'm keeping on here. What was that song I was singing in the beginning? You like that band, Aero Speedwagon? But I'm gonna keep on loving you, 'cause it's the only thing I gotta do. I just wanna spin on Dragon Link. $100. Dragon Link. Bum, 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 bum. You're a piece of crap machine. Don't you hate it? Bum, 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 bum. What happened? Dragon Link music. Sometimes, I remember this day. I went to a casino. I was there for like 9 hours, guys. The ringing, the music, all that. Going home on the freeway, all I heard was that music and those ringings in my head. Ba-da-dum, 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 bum, bum, ba-da-dum, 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 bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Wake up, Dragon Link lovers. Let's go. The casinos are waiting for us. Fuck, man, I'm out of breath now. You gotta do this every day. Look at these colors, guys. I mean, how can you not love these colors? These colors. I mean, I don't know if you know the scope of this property, the size of this property. I'm using a wide angle lens, but you know how big this property is? This thing's like crazy, and that's just the front yard. That is nuts. That is nuts. Look how tranquil this property, this street is. Yeah, like I said, they film a lot of movies here. A lot of movies. This looks like the Home Alone house. It's not the Home Alone house because I know where that was filmed, but it just looks like it. Ba-da-dum, 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 bum, bum, ba-da-dum, 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 bum, bum. Bum, 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 ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum, bum, bum. Da-na-nine, da-na-nine, dine, 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 da-na-nine, da-na-nine, dine, dine, dine. What? What do you want? Did I hit a jackpot? San Gabriel Mountains. Look at that. Look at that. And those are all the TV antennas up there. Whew, just need a little bit of a break from the walking. Certain slot machines have different noises and songs. I like the lock games because I love the music. It's so modernized and really good quality. We're going to try to walk into the Huntington Library. Just for me, let me just show you the entrance of it. This whole thing is Huntington Library. It's just like, search it up when you're done watching this live stream. Walk and talk. And by the way, Storytime Slots live stream coming up. All right, I'm finally gonna look into subscribing to StreamYard, where we can do live streams. It's so much easier for me to have guests on. It's so much easier to post your comments on the screen, talk about your comments during a live stream. I am going to start doing that. We can do live streams once a week, guys, because I think that live streams are fun for the creator. It's a great way to interact with the viewers and the audience. Questions, comments, discussions. I mean, it's fun. And StreamYard has a way of just making it all easy for the creator. Like I said, to post comments, to do this, to do that live. I think a 1 hour show once a week, Storytime Slots live stream. I think that's a given. We'll still do these walk and talks. I love these. I love these walk and talks. I'm gonna take you to some nicer locations. Well, nicer than this. I don't know if we could top this. Although my last walk and talk was Newport Beach. And sorry for that. But we have this argument and discussion all the time with my friends. If you had the money for one of these homes, would you live here? Because you're miles, like a couple miles away from just regular hoods, you know? It's not far from like an okay neighborhood, let's say, right? But it's just this isolated area here in San Marino, which is nice. And you got nice Pasadena up there, so there's pockets of nice neighborhoods all over the place. But we have this thing where it's like, no, I'd rather live coastal. If I had the money, I'd rather live at Newport Beach, like I said. Not here. For sure, my property's not going to be as big as this. But who needs all that land? You want all that land? Look at these trees right here. The colors, man. I'm going to walk. I'm going to use my videography skills for some creative shots here. Oh, man. I've always liked this shot. What's up, guys? This is Storytime Slots. Walking under these gecko trees. And they are colorful and beautiful. Look at this. There's some construction right here. Gotta walk around the construction. Look at this. Are they building casino? Can you imagine what kind of things have happened in these homes? What kind of people died in these homes? What kind of people lived in these homes? Just the history. And I love history, guys. I love history. Yeah, so if I had the money, man. I mean, yeah, this property is beautiful. Like I said, this property is gorgeous. But, man, I'd rather live coastal. I'd rather live coastal. Man, I feel good walking. Walking is just universally great, man. I love it. I love it. Rock and roll, man. Look at these trees. And G is the best singer of all time. He's the best hummer of all time. Singing is like, oh, beautiful for spacious skies. Man. Yeah, so anyway, there is a balance. Life should be balanced out in anything you do, man. Always remember, guys, yeah, it's good to have a cushion. I'm not saying go blow all your money away because under the umbrella of, hey, you told me to enjoy my life. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And that's an excuse that people could lay on you. Why you gamble all that money away? I'm enjoying my life. Leave me alone. This is what it means to enjoy my life. Not if you're doing it that way, guys. If you're doing it destructively, not if you're doing it that way. I mean, there's a difference between that and what I just said. I mean, come on, let's be real. Let's be real here, guys. All right? Catch my breath. And this is smoking too. This has to do with smoking as well. Not only being overweight or whatever, this has to do with smoking too. Smoking is bad. And the sun's beating down on my head. Crazy. It's like 80 plus degrees here in November, almost December. What the heck's going on here? Part of me wishes that I was in a part of town where it was just mountainous snow. And then I know that gets pretty miserable too. After a week of that, you get sick of it, right? It's just the old saying, you know, the grass is always greener in the other side. You think living in the East Coast is nicer because you miss it, because you don't live there. So, man, yeah, live streams, we're going to have some fun on there. I'm actually thinking about bringing some guests on there. Some content creators have already contacted me through email saying that, hey, we should collab. A few have already contacted me and they like what I'm doing here on Storytime Slots and they want to be part of it somehow with maybe a live stream or two. So yeah, you know, I'm down for that. Bringing up guests, other streamers, other influencers to talk about it. And yes, once I get the system going, once I get my live stream up in order, you know, I'm gonna be tough. All right, I'm gonna be tough with my guests. No softball questions here, guys. No, I'm gonna challenge my guests. I wanna see. Thing is, when these people, these slot channels, when they go to podcasts, when they go to other places where people talk to them, things get missed. Opportunities to ask them real questions get missed. You know, I want to hear very different things from these people, unique things. Like, what do they think of certain aspects of life? What do they think of what they're doing? But I will. We're going to have guests on. We're going to have fun. We're going to do a lot on Storytime Slots. So if this is your first time, guys, hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button, guys, because YouTube is weird, man. I really think that my stuff is getting throttled somehow. You know, because YouTube's trying to push a certain thing where they offering me like advertisement spots, and I'm just like kind of ignoring it. And I think that I'm getting throttled somehow, because how can you go from exploding channel to like barely any subscribers? Like, how can that be? You know. So, and then I get these emails from time to time saying, hey, you know, this might not be appropriate for some people. Like, what? All these slot channels are doing the same thing I am, and not even talking about the pitfalls of gambling, which I do. And my channel is all of a sudden not appropriate. I'm getting these things, man. And I'm scared. Okay? I'm scared of what this can become. Because if I can't use YouTube to publish my content, then I really hope that's not the case. You know, YouTube is just doing some stuff right now, getting stricter on content with online stuff, but my stuff is not online. My stuff is casino based, you know, real casino based, and when you try to contact anybody from YouTube about these things, it's just they send you these generic AI responses. It's like, give me a break, man. You know, give me a break. Talk to me like a human being. You know, we're not computers here. There we go. So I'm walking in to the Huntington Library. If you want to know more about this place, search up Huntington Library. I know Henry Huntington. I think this was his house at one point. They're checking here. I'm probably gonna have a problem recording. I'll just put this down for now. I don't want them to tell me he can't record. You know, I'm just pretending I'm not recording. I got a mic hanging up here on my chest, but it's black. Let's see if he stops me. Let's see if he stops me. I'm just walking.
You need to buy a ticket to go to the gardens.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going in the gardens. Just walking around it.
Yeah, just don't walk around the parking lot. It's not safe.
Okay. Thank you, man. Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, they're strict. Please stay on this path to enter. I'm just walking a little bit past that guy because he's sounding like a hard ass. Let me hold this on the other hand so it doesn't. There's people like that all the time, you know what I mean? They're hard asses. So this is a beautiful place, guys, the Huntington Library. You could actually book your wedding photos here, and they cost you an arm and a leg just to use the facilities for wedding photos. It's that beautiful. And this will be published. It's the day before Thanksgiving today, and I will publish this video on Thanksgiving Day. So you guys enjoy a nice, beautiful walk and talk on Thanksgiving Day. I'll publish it early tomorrow, the Thanksgiving Day. So probably publish it early morning. So what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? Let's talk about Thanksgiving. Let's talk about it. What are you guys doing? Turkey? You know, Thanksgiving is a day where in the United States we celebrate and we eat turkey and we get together with family, and people travel for that. Just, you know, some people get together with family just this day, or Christmas, you know, it's crazy. Wow, this is a big place, guys, and I'm still not even by the entrance. This is all the parking lot right here. I'm not a big fan of turkey, to be honest with you. Like, I really don't like turkey. I guess I like it with cranberry sauce. I like the mashed potatoes more than I like the turkey. But I'll have some. I'm a dark meat kind of guy, more than a light meat kind of guy. Not a big fan of the light breast and all that. I like the dark thigh kind of meat, even on chicken. And yeah, it's a fun time. We're gonna go out to my brother's house tomorrow with family, spend time with, you know, the kids get together, the cousins get together, have fun. You know, they don't see each other that much, so we are gonna do that. Man, this is a long walk. It's still in the parking lot, not in the front. So, let's see if I'm still recording here. What's the time here? 40, what? What does it say? 49 minutes. Oh, wow. Alright. Yeah. It's Turkey Day at my household. Sometimes we have ham. Sometimes we have barbecue. You know, Armenian. It's called Armenian khorovats. Kebabs, which I actually like more. The beef, the chicken, the lamb. Man, I was watching Kirk Kerkorian's life story yesterday. If you don't know who Kirk Kerkorian is, he owned half of Vegas at one point. He was an Armenian. I think his parents were Armenian immigrants. You know, during the Armenian genocide, they escaped that part of the country, you know, and they moved to the America. And he was born in Fresno, California, Kirk Kerkorian. And I was reading his story where, you know, he's the owner of MGM and all that stuff, and how he got started. And this is a beautiful car. Nice colors. How he made the MGM, how the MGM was an older hotel before, how it burned down. You know the story of that? The shooting in Las Vegas that happened wasn't the worst, you know, I guess if you want to call it, number of people that perished in Vegas in one incident. No, that was the fires at MGM. I think about 80 people died. The fires of MGM, and it was in his property, not the new MGM. Talking about the older MGM building that I think now it still exists. I'm not too sure what it's called now, but I know that he owned the Las Vegas Hilton before, and it was called the International. And this guy made it big. He booked Elvis Presley. I think it was in 1969. He booked him for like 15 days straight at his casino to sing at his casino, packed house. What an amazing story! Like, what an amazing story that was, just to hear about it. You know, Kirk Kerkorian, look him up. Not a lot of people know who he was. He died in 2015, but he was the owner of MGM and other casinos. He owned a lot of property. And how he got started from nothing. He got started. I think he was a pilot. Here's the front of the Huntington Library entrance. And they got security here, bag check. And this is where it all starts. This is where it all starts. Right here. And this is the entrance. I know they're very strict here, guys. But there's a museum here, the Huntington Art Gallery. Okay, if you've never been here, there's a museum you can look at. Priceless paintings. Library, I think, that houses a lot of like old books. Abraham Lincoln and all that. The Huntington, it's got some restaurants in here. The gardens are beautiful. I can only show you pictures because I can't go in. We know one day we'll come in here and I'll actually go inside and we'll make a walk and talk, walking all over the gardens. But right now we can just enjoy the entrance here of the Huntington Library. Let's see how far I can get before I get stopped. Risky story time slots. What are you doing? Casino. The casino. I feel like I'm at the Bellagio or something. This feels like, kind of like Europe here. Here's the library. And here's the exit. We're kind of in the gardens. Oh, we're in the gardens. Oh, well, I guess we can see part of it walking through the exit. They'll stop me right now. I bet you anything. I'm gonna see how far I can make it through, guys. How far I can make it through without getting stopped. This is kind of like a risky thing we're doing. Look at this. The Huntington Library. Wow, I wonder if I can make it in the museum. I want to show you some paintings and stuff in there. Hello. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful. Man, this is just something to see. Just something to see. So we're approaching an hour. Hello. Approaching an hour. Alright, I think that's crazy guy with an AC/DC shirt. Get him. Get him. He got in without paying. I guess this is a good commercial for them. You know what I mean? Like, this is a very good commercial for them. People are going to come because of my video. Huntington Library. We're in the gardens, guys. I'm going to show you the museum right now. If I can get there. Let's go this way. I think we're going head in the wrong direction. Hold on. Hopefully you're enjoying this video, guys. I just made it in through the exit without getting stopped. Probably going to check if I have a badge when I try to walk in the library. I want to actually show you one of the art museums in here. And I want to actually show you that because it's kind of cool to show you the Huntington Library. Man, it's a big place, guys. I'm telling you right now. They got cafes, for you to relax, eat. You can eat here too. Right here, guys. 1919 Cafe. That's the 1919 Cafe. Please have your tickets. This is the entrance or what? This is the entrance? You're going to stop me probably. Yeah. No, it says please have your tickets ready, but they didn't stop me, so I'll walk a little faster so they can get lazy and not chase me down. You know what I mean? So they can get lazy and not chase me down. Because you know how it is. Some people are lazy, they do their job, and they say, it's just one guy with a little selfie stick. That's not really that harmful. Look at this sign. Smile. Photography, filming, recording is in progress. By entering this space, you consent to being photographed, filmed, and otherwise recorded. Your entry constitutes your... Oh, that's good for us, right? That's good for us. Because now they can't talk crap. Somebody says, hey, why am I in your YouTube video? I didn't consent to this. Look at this. It's a beautiful place, guys. I mean, I haven't even showed you anything yet. But I guess I'm taking you on a tour of Huntington Library now. Hopefully you stuck with me this long. And we're already approaching the 1 hour mark. Let me see how I'm doing with the audio device, because I don't want the audio device to fail. Hold on, guys. We're still good with the audio device, so hopefully it doesn't fail. If it fails, then I might have to switch it to... If it does fail, I might have to switch it to the iPhone battery. I mean the phone audio. But there's a lot of walking here. There's the library. That's the art museum. Just look at this, the size of this place. That's the gallery is closed. Oh, the gallery closed? That sucks. Why is the gallery closed? Huh. We got a lot of walking to do outside of this place, man. So you're with me for this journey right here. I just want to show you the museum, guys. Hopefully I can get in. This was all Henry Huntington's property. It's just amazing. This place is amazing. And you haven't seen, you've only seen a quarter of it so far. It's just crazy. Sun is strong. Now I'm gonna go in pretending I'm not filming. Alright? Because I know they're very strict over here. But I have a feeling that the gallery might be closed, and that's a bummer. Alright? We're approaching the gallery. And as we approach the gallery, I'm gonna put my phone down, okay? People are going up the steps, so that's a good sign. Alright, let's see what happens. See what happens, guys. And I want to go ahead and show you this.
Sir, this selfie stick?
It's just my phone.
Oh, well, what's the stick called?
I just was filming in front and holding
Yeah,
it.
you can't use it in here. You can use your phone, but not the stick.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
what do you
so
want
take
me?
your phone off.
Sure,
Put it in your pocket, the stick, if you want to carry it with you.
sure.
As long as you're not using it, that's all we care about.
Yeah.
And don't use it to point at anything.
No.
That's the problem.
Thank
We
you.
don't want you to hurt the art.
Oh, I won't. Well, you heard that. Well, I took out the selfie stick. So this is the art gallery. Look at this. That's awesome.
Chasing you a snack.
Yeah, people with cameras. This is the art that we're talking about. Just amazing work here, guys. You see that? Now, who's this guy? Just to name a few here. Henry Rayburn, British. So I'm telling you guys, like, I can't believe I even made it inside. This is crazy. This is nuts. What is this?
And because the main building is closed, okay, they're going to change.
This reminds me of the Louvre. See, you can't go over here because this is like old furniture. That's if you could read it. Hold on, guys. Let me adjust something here. We're getting no focus. That's weird. Hopefully my stuff wasn't out of focus. You know? There's some old books here. Is that an old Bible or something? I can't believe we made it through the doors. Tales through time. You can freeze frame this and read about what we're seeing here.
It is done before the printing press. That's right. And it was all handdone by a single scribe did the whole thing. Okay. Jeffrey Chaucer himself was alive.
Anyway, I'll show you one more room and then we'll head out. Alright, guys. I feel like I'm in the Louvre in Paris. Sorry. Oh, see that's closed. I wonder why they closed this. These are all original. These are all original. Who's this guy? I gotta brush up on my art history. So, sorry about that. You see any famous paintings here? Girl with the parrot. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this, guys. That's Ben Franklin, isn't it? Looks like it. This painting, Edward Vincent Lognier. Wow, that's cool. Enjoy it, guys. This is supposed to even be here. I walked right into the Huntington Library, so you don't have to. Paintings, if you like art and history, this is a place for you. Let's gamble. Looks like from the Roman Empire. You guys are probably like very versed in art history, so not me. I just know the famous painters like Van Gogh and all the famous people. And there are some here. These are like huge, man. Look how huge these. And here's something from modern. This is a modern art piece. Thornton Portrait Gallery. All right, let's get out of here. Well, let's get out of here, guys. Let's see how you exit from here. Oh, look at this one. I'll show you this one. It's interesting. Exit. Exit. All right, here's the exit. We don't want to damage the paintings. These are like priceless works of art, guys. Let's see. There's a chapel in here too, guys. No entry, it says. Look at this. Very cool, huh? This reminds me of when I went to the look at the Last Supper in Milan. Yeah, I was there, and that part reminded me of that. It was funny. It was because when I was there, no exit, huh? Can't exit like this. All right, no exit. What's this? Restrooms? No. All right, we gotta leave. This reminded me of, like, you know, when I was visiting the Last Supper, they wouldn't even let me do this. They said that recording video is not allowed, and there was no lights being used, nothing, and they wouldn't let me do anything of that. Where's the exit? Oh, this one. Thank you. I find it very interesting, right, guys? Well, so let's go out and let's exit, because I showed you a little bit of the Huntington Library, and now it's time to exit. I wonder how long my video is now. Sorry about the shaky video. Is that exit, my friend? Thank you. What's this? What is this? Is this supposed to be art? No, I don't think it is. It was art. But we're exiting now. Alright, and now we have light. And now we have light, my friends. Alright, let me just mount this back up. Give me a second, guys. Enjoy this guy while I mount my camera back onto here. Hopefully I do not stop the recording. Alright. Alright, well, I guess we're good. Let me just check the audio device. Oh, my battery is blinking. Damn. Alright, well, when it dies, it dies. We'll switch to the cell phone. We'll switch to the cell phone. We'll try to end it before that happens. But just look at the beauty here. Right, we were inside of this building right here. Alright, we were inside this building. I know. It's weird. We were talking about gambling content, and all of a sudden I'm giving you a tour of Huntington Library. I can't relate this to gambling. How am I going to relate this to gambling? There's no way. So enjoy the tour, guys. I don't know what to talk about when I'm seeing this beauty in front of me and trying to show you this beauty in front of me. So I really don't know what to talk about when it comes to gambling. So I guess this is kind of like a field trip on Storytime Slots. You know, this was once, I think, his house. I just want to show you this statue and stuff, and then we'll leave. Man, there's a lot of walking. We did a lot of walking today, and it was pretty fun. How deep can I get into this place? I can't believe I just walked in. I just walked in. I feel bad about it. Probably just give him money on the way out. And we can't let this phone die either, because there's no way of getting into my car if my phone dies. Because I left my Tesla card in my car. So we're in deep trouble. I need some juice to get to my car. So I just want to show you this and we'll end it. Look how beautiful this is. Look at this. Alright guys, it's time to go. Let me we'll just probably end with the video here, guys. We'll end the video here because I can't, No, I have enough juice in my phone. I was at 80%. So we're okay with that. The bad thing about Tesla is that you can't get into your car if you don't have your card with you. Your phone's dead, you're screwed. So, no, I'm wrong. Yeah, your phone's dead, you're screwed. You can't tap into the app. You can't unlock your doors with the app because your phone is dead. So how is that gonna happen? It's not. You're pretty much screwed. So there's so much to see, man. There's Japanese gardens. There's just a whole slew of things to watch and look at here. Fortunately, we won't do it in this video. And we'll do it next time. Now I'm heading way back, exiting this place. But we really did good. We really got some good workout in today. A lot of walking, a lot of steps.
European gallery.
And I'm happy. Right, guys? American art. So, I guess the moral of this video is have a good balance in life with everything, man. Not only gambling. Have a good balance in life. Enjoy your life. Life is too short to complain. Life is too short to be worried. Be responsible, of course, it's so important. But always strive for the best. You know? Always strive for the best in life. The best that you can do. Because everybody's different, guys. You can't be, you can't be a Vegas Matt. You can't be an NG. You can't be whoever. You got to be yourself at all times. And that's very important in life, guys. Just to be yourself. I'm myself. I'm not trying to be like anybody else. Yeah, I might do a couple of things that inspired me. Say a couple of things that inspired me from other videos. But so far, I think this, the vision of this channel is growing. It's growing. It's becoming something. It's still not done forming. And I'm always adapting to different things. I'm always adapting to different ways to do things. And it's not a set thing. It's always a work in progress with me when it comes to videos. When it comes to Storytime Slots. Yeah, the channel is called Storytime Slots. But we talk about a lot of things here, not just slots. It's themed that way. And who knows where this is gonna go. Where's the exit? Exit is... There it is, European Art Gallery. Wow, there's a lot of things to see here, guys. But unfortunately, I'm on my way out. Can't get to them on this video. But hopefully you enjoyed the walk and talk. Storytime Slots Walk and Talk. Yeah. So back to the live stream talk. I want to do live streams, guys. I really do. That will be fun to interact with you guys live. And just talk to you guys. And have great conversations with you guys. And just have fun. And have fun. I thought she was talking to me. She said, "What's up?" I'm like, "She want to start trouble or what?" That was kind of weird, but no, she was on the phone. All right, there's a big exit sign right there. There's so much to see. I probably showed you like 5% of this place. There's the Japanese gardens. There's like all kinds of things to see here. This place is huge. Desert Garden, Rose Garden, North Vista, European Art Gallery, Library, which was closed. Got very historical books in that place, like Abraham Lincoln era and stuff like that. This place is awesome. It's a historical landmark, guys. You know, you get that here on Storytime Slots. You get that here on Storytime Slots. You get all kinds of content here, you know? Where's the slot machine? Dragon Link. Is that the new, look at that art piece right there. Made of trees and barks and, what is that, an art piece? What is this? What is this? Man, it's time. I got an exit. What is that, guys? That looks cool. Anyway, we're looking for the exit. Ah, here we go. It's what that is. Minio Mitsuno, born in Japan, 1944. Homage to the nature, 2024. We just freeze frame that and read all about it right there, and that's the piece. Right there, and that's the piece. All right. Cool, creative dude. I wonder if he gambles. I don't really see that many Japanese people at casinos. You know? We see a bunch of, like, Armenians, like myself. Asians, like Chinese, a lot of Chinese. Koreans, they gamble. I really don't see a lot of Indian people at casinos. Not Indian Native American. I'm talking about Indian from India. I really don't see those people there. Not a lot of Arabs. I don't know. But Japanese people, no. I hardly see anybody. But maybe they are. Maybe they like to gamble. I don't know. Is it a cultural thing to gamble? That's a very good question, right? Is it a cultural thing? The exit's this way, right? Thanks. Is it a cultural thing to gamble? You know? How many of you guys are gambling because of your family? Like, it was a thing to do with your parents, and it was a thing to do with like your family gambled. That's because you gamble. There we go. There's the exit.
You did it up.
So.
We're not. You already bought tickets.
Yep, I bought tickets. Sorry guys, I was recording and just on my way out and on my exit here. Anyway, so you just saw 5 or 10% of this place, and it was fun. Let me see if I'm still recording, and I won't check on my audio device. Hopefully I am still recording when I check it, but if I'm not, I'll switch to over on the iPhone audio mic. But hey, we had a fun time today, didn't we? Wasn't this fun? Got a lot of steps in. I'm telling you, we're probably approaching the hour and 15-20 minute mark. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I hope you guys have a great time tomorrow with family. And if you're not with family and if you're by yourself, man, hopefully I can entertain you with this hour and 20 minute video during your dinner or whatever. Turn me on, and you won't be alone for Thanksgiving. You'll have me, my voice, on Storytime Slots accompanying you. You know, hopefully your lonely day. I don't want to sound too downing, like a downing Dave. You know, Downer Debbie. But David Lee Roth. You know he lives around here, right? David Lee Roth, yeah. Singer of Van Halen, the original singer. Yeah, they're from Pasadena area. But if you're alone in Thanksgiving, don't feel bad, guys. Hopefully this video can somewhat cheer you up a little bit, you know. And have a safe, wonderful Thanksgiving. I don't think that's a place for casinos tomorrow. Although I checked the app and it said that they're going to give me some stuff if I come down. I'm like, hell no. Hell no. I don't need your stinking free play. It's Thanksgiving. Leave me alone. All right, guys. Well, it's been fun. I'm trying to find my way out of this place the way I came. I don't know if I could find it here. But we're going around in circles. Where's the pathway? Where's the pathway? Anyway, we'll let you guys go. Thank you guys for watching Storytime Slots episode 5. I know this was a little weird today, but we made it into that park. We just walked in and had fun. Like, subscribe, and share. I gotta find my way out of this place. I just can't do that. I don't know where the hell I am. I think I'm lost. Can I walk through here? Gosh darn it. Yeah, it's fenced off. Damn it. I'm lost. Like, subscribe, and share, guys. And we'll see you on the next episode, all right? Storytime Slots, episode 5, Walk and Talk. And we did amazing walks today. Yeah. Hopefully, the theme, the discussion was pretty clear today. And, oh man, I gotta walk all the way around. This sucks. All right, I'll find my way out of here. Thanks, guys. We'll see you guys soon. All right, always remember, if you're gonna go to the casino, gamble responsibly, play with what you can afford to lose, have fun even if you lose, and we'll see you next time. Give me one of these, guys. I think this many steps deserves a thumbs up from you guys. Yeah, tell your friends about this thing. Let's make this thing grow. All right, see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Rock and roll. Hey guys, wow, you know what? I turned off the video, but you know how many extra steps I took? You know how many extra steps I took?
Hello, do you have tickets?
I'm next to that guy with tickets. But you know how many extra steps I took just to get out? A lot. So this was crazy. After hours here on Storytime Slots, like this video wasn't long enough, I had to turn the record button on again. There's the exit. Man, we took a lot of extra steps. Whew. Look at that. Yeah. I checked the recording device and it was off. I just don't know what point the recording device stopped working. So, I switched audio devices. It's fine. There's no background noise here anyway. So, look how beautiful this is. Nice, huh? So, we are leaving, finally exiting this place. It took me like 15 minutes to find the exit. We were on the other side because there's a big time parking lot here, right? We're on the other side of this place and it took us forever to exit. And I walked 3 days worth on this video. Look at this, man. This view right here with these trees. What the hell is this? Ooh. Poison oak. Yeah, so anyway. That reminded me of something. You guys watch Three's Company? Jack Tripper. When they go into the mountains and they all get a case of like poison ivy and they're scratching Jack Tripper. An amazing show. One of my favorite TV shows of all time is Three's Company. Okay, nothing tops Three's Company when it comes to TV shows. I mean, Three's Company was just amazing, and it's probably way before your time. You probably don't know what I'm talking about. Jack, Chrissy, Janet, Uncle Furley, Larry. The Ropers were cool. Mr. Furley was cool. Man. What a TV show, guys. They just don't make TV shows like that. Look at this. They just don't make TV shows like that ever. It's another thing they screwed up, How many things people screw up with technology? Gambling is screwed up. It's not like Las Vegas in the old days with the coins. Music is screwed up. The music from the 80s was so much better. 70s, 60s, 50s than not it is today. The movies were so much better than it is today. What's better, guys, today? What's better? Technology? Okay, fine. The cars are better. Not really. Where is my car? I gotta find my car. Okay, there it is. What's better today? Anyway, that's for another podcast. That's for another show. That's for another channel. Okay, this time it's for real. Goodbye.